Well guys, welcome back to the nest. My room's a wee bit of a mess. Welcome back to the nest. Time for another movie reaction. Now, with this reaction, I am going to say that this is going to be the movie where things are going to get a wee bit more violent, with this YouTube channel, and the film that I'm using to become more, well, I'm not using to become more violent. The film that brings in more violence is Dirty Harry. This is the next film I'm reacting to from 1971. I will say I really enjoyed this one. There was so much action, especially for a film, back then, 1971. Good old Clint Eastwood is back. I will say, it's very strange seeing him away from all the Western movies. The Sergio Leone Dollars trilogy that we've reviewed on this channel from like the 1960s. It's strange seeing him in an actual city, like San Francisco. But I'll say I do love the scenery of San Francisco. It looks absolutely beautiful and sunny. That's what I've heard about California. It's always sunny. You're beside the sea, and we can sit in the sun and sunbathe and everything. But yeah. But this movie is where violence started to become a lot more relaxed in movies. I also like how Clint Eastwood has the same personality in this, like he did as the man with no name. He's brash. He's still good with a gun. And he's playing a detective named Harry Callahan, who also has the nickname Dirty Harry. And basically there is a sniper who's going around San Francisco shooting people for like no particular reason, but the guy seems to be telling people to do it for money, if you know what I mean. Like, he leaves a note, and I found out that this sniper is actually based off the real life Zodiac killer, that was around San Francisco at the time. But Harry has a policy. I shoot the bastard. That's my policy. And it turns out that he's actually being assigned with an assistant, because either he does the job with an assistant or he doesn't do the job at all. Now Gonzalez, even though he is a college kid, I do think that he is very useful. Dirty Harry shows off how valuable he really is in his job whenever he takes down the people about to rob the bank. He fucks them up, he shoots them down, and then he gives the guy an ultimatum. You're probably asking yourself, was it 5 or 6 rounds? I got a question for you. There's a question you must ask yourself. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? And he just leaves the guy to die, I will say, I love how Harry's so chill about everything, whenever like there's a bank robbery going on, he stays calm, and even the slightest of, even the most serious of things, like a bank robbery, whenever there's a murder going on. But basically him and Gonzalez are assigned to find this sniper who goes by the name of Scorpio, but it doesn't go off to a good start. Like, he accidentally comes across he actually peers into this couple's apartment, and he gets beat up for it, and then they're basically assaulting someone from the law. Is that why they call you Dirty Harry? See ya. And also, something I also didn't understand in this movie was the trying to talk the guy out of the suicide attempt. I don't want you to. I know. He basically tried talking him down by telling him what he would look like on the ground. Guess that's one way to do it. So, and there are many ways he gets called Dirty Harry by by being a peeping Tom, by getting the shit end of the stick. No, I know why they call me Dirty Harry, because I always get the dirt. All the dirtiest of jobs belong to me. Well, he's the best of the best. Like, he's like the best detective in the whole fucking country, and he gets all the best jobs. But this sniper has kidnapped this girl, and he's basically given the police department 3 hours No, not 3 hours. Until 3 a.m. to come and find her. But I was really pissed off with Harry's boss by telling him that Gonzalez isn't allowed to come on the job. Well, I'll put it to you this way. Whenever he actually does end up finding the sniper, not well, along the way he has to go to many different phone booths, and he gets told where to go without the use of a vehicle. He's got so much stamina running down the street. When you go into the tunnel, he gets beat up by hoodlums, and this. An old man goes to answer the phone call. Like, I don't know how phone booths work. Also, and then a guy, when he's about to go up the big cross on this big mountain, some young guy basically tries getting his attention for like no reason. He's a detective on his job trying to rescue someone. There's nothing worse. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I mean? Like, a detective is there to rescue someone who has like not much time left to be saved. And when he finds the sniper, the guy beats the hell out of him, saying he's gonna let the girl die anyway. Do we understand each other? Do we understand each other? And luckily Gonzalez comes along at the right moment, and unfortunately he gets shot in the ribs, but I'm actually glad he survives. Harry's able to catch up with him, no problem, because he stabs him in the leg. That'll give him a big limp. I will say that was Scorpio has such an eardrum piercing scream. It is worse than that. That just sounded like an eagle. He just sounds like an absolute banshee, and it really fits in well with his personality as well. He's a complete psychopath. He looks creepy. He's got big eyes and everything. Do we understand each other? Do we understand each other? I'll hurt the girl anyway. And he actually manages to torture Scorpio into revealing the girl's location. And something that really pissed me off about Scorpio is that, he thinks he deserves rights. He's not a member of the society if he's going around shooting people. I even think he's just killing people for fun, not just for the money. But he seems to want he wants money, but he seems to do it more for his own sport, if you know what I mean. Luckily they find the location of the girl, but sadly they're too late. And it only gets worse because the lawyers, they say that the man had rights, and then they look, like Harry gives them the sniper for proof, and then they're like, that's nothing. He tortured him illegally. Now, I do think someone like him deserves to get tortured for the way he murders people. He hurts children, and he deserves rights. All that was illegally handled, and he's allowed to walk a free man, and he pays people to beat him up, just so he can make Harry look like he's causing police brutality of him. He's the victim in all this, so the whole society feels sorry for him. I'm sorry, I know it's a movie, guys, but something like this really annoys me, because he thinks he can get away with it, because apparently he illegally interrogated him. And I will say, I really, really want this guy to get his comeuppance, because he holds a bus driver and her passengers, her wee kids, ransom, and he threatens them, saying, drive or I will decorate this bus with your brains. And it's at this point I'm just wanting Harry to chase after the fucker and just shoot him. I will say, whenever he jumped onto the roof of the bus, I thought it was the coolest head start to do a big fight ever in the movies we've reviewed so far. He jumps on in his suit and his shades. That's the way, if you're ever going to pursue someone to save anyone, that is how you dress, and that is how you start the battle off. You jump onto your bus, or whatever vehicle it is, wearing a suit and shades. That's the way to do it, guys. I gotta say, I can't really blame Gonzalez for sitting this one out, because yes, he survived, but it was enough to scare him out of the job. Like, I will admit, I don't want to go into the police or be a detective. Like, it's a dangerous job. God knows what could happen to you. But at this point, Harry manages to save the bus driver and the kids. He chases Scorpio into a big quarry, and even though you know, he takes a child hostage, like he does manages to kill shoot Scorpio finally. You know, it was quite a risky shot, I will admit, but you know, like I said, you know, Clint Eastwood in this one, like even though he's playing a different character, he's playing Harry Callahan in this. He still has like the tropes of the man with no name, and that's what I like about him. You know, I think this is only his only his second most famous role. You know, aside from playing the man with no name. At this point, you know, Harry is just after blood with this guy. He just wants to kill him now, and you know, he points the gun at him, and he says the ultimatum one more time. Do I feel lucky? And he's more angry because he actually just really wants to kill this guy finally, and he does so, and then he ends the movie by throwing his police badge into the water, and he just flees the scene. I will say, I really enjoyed this movie, guys. You know, so much action, you know, so much suspense. Like, it was absolutely killing me. Like, I was worried, you know, like, I actually thought that was the end, you know, whenever they found the girl, like, you know, Scorpio didn't get his comeuppance in the end, but I'm really glad he did. Like, I fucking hated that guy. But, you know, he deserves it. Like, even though he's a villain, you know, he deserves it. And I think the guy, Andy Robinson, I think his name is, he played it so well that you actually, if, you know, they're doing a good job when they're acting, when you just want the guy, when you just hate the villain, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, that's good acting there, guys. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I really enjoyed this movie. It was very violent, like I said. This is the movie where they start to relax violence with movies. The next few movies we're going to be reacting to, they're going to be probably going to be a lot more violent. I don't know what's coming up next. I'll need to check the set list soon, you know, what's remaining in 1971, but, you know, hopefully it'll be worth it, guys. But yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed this movie. You know, Clint Eastwood, you know, he's one of my favourite actors, and, you know, he's just a stern guy, and I do like how he talks a lot more than the man with no name. Doesn't have the cigarillos, but, you know, like I said, it's so weird seeing him in a full civilization, like a full city, rather than just the desert towns in the Western trilogy. But, you know, I do miss that trilogy very much. You know, it wasn't as violent that, like, I will say, in The Good and the Bad and the Ugly, like, Tuco getting beat up by Wallace, that was a brutal scene. But not brutal enough. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will say I'm quite disappointed that the last video only got like 11 views so far. You know, we can do better, guys. We need to keep supporting this channel. You know, please, I will say, don't just turn on personalised notifications, turn on all notifications so you can see all the videos that are coming up for this channel, you know, so you know when the next video is going to be. And also for the posts, I'm probably going to be like posting on the community wall for this. I do hope I won't get in trouble for swearing on this video, because, you know, my new rule is if a film or a video game I'm going to be playing like has swearing in it, profanity in it, I'm going to use profanity as well. I think I did hear that YouTube's toned down on the, like, they're a lot less strict with swearing now, so they are. Like, I know I'm not making money off this channel yet, but, you know, I just want to be careful what I say. But look, thank you so much for watching, guys. Keep supporting the channel, really do. You know, I'll try to upload a lot more as possible. Like, I promise you, this is the year where, I keep saying this is the year where I'm gonna, you know, make this channel into something. But, you know, we just need to keep pushing on. We have a mission, guys. Turn on the notification bell, subscribe, comment what you'd like to see next, like, favourite, tell your friends, and I shall see you guys in the next video, which will probably be Tuesday night. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all to death. Take care, guys.